Hello, my name is Bill Hopkins, and I am a professor of German literature and culture here at Nazareth College in Rochester, New York. You will find me, usually, in the classroom teaching Gilgamesh, Goethe, Günter Grass. That's my passion. But I have a secret life. Well, it's not so secret. I'm an amateur radio operator, and I talk to the whole world.
Alpha Alpha 2 Yankee Victoria, Alpha Alpha 2 Yankee Victoria.
Today I get on radio telephone and I do other modes, digital modes and whatnot. But I still like Morse code. We call it continuous wave. Although talking to the world with a microphone in my hand is a wonderful experience, it was the music and the language of the Morse code where I wanted to enjoy the hobby. I found amateur radio as a young boy, and I've stayed with it ever since. Of course, what I learned about radio theory as a boy was and is still applicable to how radios work today. I've added radio building and repair to my hobby. So I spend more time in my shop building radios, finding problems, problem solving, than I do sitting in front of the microphone. That hobby has taken me to the Museum of the Antique Wireless Association in Bloomfield, New York. Today, I'm the secretary of the board, a job requiring lots of paperwork and accurate record keeping. You may call it work, but it's enjoyable. The museum has all kinds of radio. We have a Marconi radio that goes back to the days of the Titanic. We have one of the first transistors. We have the first cell telephone that was in a car. We have literally the first cell telephone ever made for handheld use. We have telegraph equipment that postdated the Pony Express. This museum probably has the largest single collection of communications equipment in the world. Amateur radio is not only a hobby for enjoyment, it's a hobby for learning. It's especially valuable for young people who need to learn electronics for professions. It's also very valuable when everything else goes down electronically, when every other wireless means goes down. Amateur radio is there. And that is why the federal government gives frequency bands to amateur radio. This happens across the world. Working with a museum is a way of giving back to the community. I encourage students to find what they love to create without stress and to find joy in it. Find what interests you. The curious thing about hobbies, passions, or causes is that these frequently come back to enrich what we do professionally. I think there's a great crossover here.